Alrighty, so we are on the fourth hole. What do we got? 330 odd meters now. How far have we got to the water? We've got about 260 to run out of fairway or thereabouts to the water that's down there. Bunker down the right, bunker down the left. With this one, it's just a little bit more about position again. These first few holes here are just really about position, you know, making sure you hit the fairway and not get into too much strife. So I've got hybrid again, which should leave me sort of a wedge or so in. I could potentially hit, where am I aiming? I could potentially hit a 3-wood, but I probably will not. Just again, this just got to go down the middle right-hand side and leave yourself with, like I said, a 120, 30 in, something along those lines. I've lost that in the sky, but I think that's pretty good. I've lost it, but I'm pretty sure it was just pretty straight, slightly down the right-hand side, probably in the little slope there, and a little bit of a gully, about 120-ish out. So hopefully it's good. I missed it. Like, my eyes are terrible. Richo's eyes, he's 70 years old, and they're better than mine. But you probably see in the shot tracer stuff is that there's some cloud there just above the trees, and lost the white ball in the clouds. Alrighty, so I don't know if I'm even in frame on the camera, but anyway, here I am. I have 119. So the thing actually drew, it was actually a bit more of a draw, but that's 119 into the wind. This place can get very windy if you didn't know, but hopefully, again, the mic's not carrying on too much. So it's 119, pins up the back. That's 124 or something like that. I'm just going to hit a little easy 9-iron instead of hitting a wedge. Like, that's probably a wedge distance, but I'm going to finesse a 9-iron in there. I better turn the iPad on. But again, guys, yeah, comment if you've been here, because it's certainly one of these places that it can always test your game, and with all the different tee blocks, it certainly can test anybody. But yes, 1-2. I'm going to say it's been playing 1-2-4 or 5 or something along those lines, and just a solid 9-iron. You know, not a hard 9-iron, just a solid knockdown 9-iron. Well, like that. Hopefully that hasn't flown. I can't quite see it. I might zoom in on the camera, but I think that's just past it or just short of it. But what do we got there? Could be in the back bunker. I don't know. It could be just over the little rise just there. So it was a pretty solid shot. Okay, well, I ended up in the bunker by the looks of it. So there's my pitch mark there. I'd be very interested to see the spin numbers on that one, because it seemed like, that's why when I hit it, it sort of seemed like it jumped a little bit. I didn't hit it very hard, but it definitely didn't come out with the spin that I expected it to come out with. So just trickle down in here. I mean, it's one of these shots that you just sort of need to get it out, because everything sort of slopes right to left and a little bit downhill. So just need to sort of, I probably don't even need to chase it to the green, actually. Probably can be just short of that. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. There you go, something like that. I'm almost going to give myself that putt just quietly. But don't be scared of bunkers, guys, because bunkers is probably, well, it's really one of the only shots where you don't need to actually hit the golf ball. Big thing is you just need to keep some speed up and make sure that you are you hit the ball correctly. Like, that's what a lot of people don't do. They don't open the face. They don't or they hit too far behind the ball, or they hit a good distance behind the ball that they should be, but they don't open the face, so then they don't use the bounce. And if you don't use the bounce, well, it's just going to want to dig in. So use the clubs how they're meant to be designed, but it's another sand safe. Thank you very much. So we've got a par 4 to come, another pretty much the same distance that runs alongside of it, this hole, and yeah, we'll see how we go. It's one of those ones for me where if I hit driver, I've got 50 metres or so in, and if 50 metres for me, well, it's the best part of my game. I've turned over a new leaf. Alrighty, so here we are on the 5th hole at North Lakes. Now, I'll just get some numbers on this one because it's not really too much of a hole. It's just a dead straight golf hole of about 320 metres or thereabouts. It's just dead straight. Now, you do have bunkers left, bunkers right. It's probably one of the most guarded holes. And you've got bunkers down the right, which are 230 to cover. So, and that's pretty much in line with the flag. So just got to hit a half decent golf shot and it shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. We're a little bit down breeze, so it shouldn't be an issue. But like I said, the bunkering on this hole is probably the nicest on the golf course. So it's always cool to see. Just aim it down there and hit a little bit of a draw, hopefully, and even if you don't hit a draw, if you block one out there, you're actually out on the onto the 4th hole, the previous hole. Like that, block it straight out on onto the previous hole. That's certainly something that I didn't want to do. First time hitting driver today. Oh, that'll get all warmed up. It was struck fine, a little bit in the toe, probably had no club head speed on it, but anyway, that's disappointing, but that's what you get. See, it's sort of one of those holes, now I said it on camera, you can block it out there to the right as far as you want and it not be a worry. Well, what do? You don't worry about it, so then that happens. But anywho, we'll get up there and chase it and probably have like a little sandy or something in, so maybe 80 odd metres. Alrighty, see, not really the best spot. 83 metres, 83, so like I expected about that number after mishitting it, but that's okay. How we going, gents?
Good, how you doing?
Very, very well. Hey, mate, can you get on there? After that tee shot, mate? Yeah, perfect. It's easy. Mate, I'm under pressure every time I put this camera on. That's the issue, and it goes onto YouTube so all these mugs get to see me. Oh, do you? Well, don't do that because then there's even more pressure.
Well, so I don't know who you know or nothing at all.
No, exactly right. So, look, guys, I've got 82 metres. It's probably not my favourite. What's that, mate? I'm talking to you and the camera. So, it's probably not really my favourite distance, but we'll see. So that one's got the thumbs up. Thank you, gents. There you go, it's always nice. So Darren, there you go, Darren. Say g'day to yourself. G'day, Darren. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying g'day. All right, guys. It's always nice to see people who do watch the channel. It's always nice. Just come and say g'day. That's what we always say. Is just come and say g'day. We're not going to bite. I mean, Richo might, but he will fix you up after he bites you. But no, just come and say g'day. If we're ever around and you ever see us, don't be worried about coming and saying g'day. It was a pretty good shot there. As you can sort of see by the numbers, is that it didn't have a whole lot of spin on it. I mean, distance and everything was pretty damn good, but it didn't stop quite quick enough. It's sort of where the camera's sitting, which is a few metres past, it ran to here. So another right to left putt, and got a feeling that it's not going to go in. breaks a lot more than I thought. It'd be interesting to see where I started that. I wanted that to be at least a cup outside, and even if it did start a cup outside, it missed. So I don't know. We're going to move on to the par 5 next hole, and we'll get there. But yeah, thanks guys, and chances are they're going to come through, and I'll have another chat to them. All right, so here I am on the 6th hole at North Lakes, and it's like a 500 metre par 5, straight up over the hill to the left. Bunker on the left hand side, which is like a really good aiming point. If you can hit a bit of a draw, it's not a bad thing. Just start it down the middle and turn it over the bunker. But if you can land on the bunker or thereabouts, then you're certainly going to end up in a very, very good spot. Now hopefully it's starting to get a little bit breezy. Hopefully you can still hear me without any whooshing going on. Just hit a bit out of the bottom, it's drawing a little bit. It's safe, it's fine, it's good. Just didn't strike it the best. A little bit out of the bottom. Yeah, look, it'll do. But anyway, in play guys, like I mean, the numbers are probably going to be spinning up there maybe, I'm going to say near mid 3s, thereabouts. Maybe 3, 3, 3, 4. And yeah, distance is not everything. Even if you miss hit the crap out of it, you just keep it in play. That's all you need to do. Okay, so again, hopefully it's not too breezy, but or too carry-on-y in the microphone. I might have to try to put that little dead rat on again. How far have I got? 250 to the back trees. 203 playing 207. Down breeze. So I can't carry a 4-iron there, but I'm going to hit a 4-iron. Hopefully sort of chase it up there. I could probably even get a 5-iron there. I'm still not 100% warm just yet. So, I don't know, we'll see. Like, I reckon this 4-iron, I might try to do a little bit of a cut up there and see how we go. But, oh, that is down breeze a decent amount. I'm going to switch to a 5, and see, this is where golf becomes tough, especially in a little bit of a breeze. It's the second guessing yourself, and I think what you should do, and take my advice, not what I'm doing, is go with your gut instinct, and it's usually the first one. So, but this I could probably hit it a little bit harder and maybe hit, the shot that I'm used to hitting a little bit more, which is a little bit of a flatter type draw. It's hit a bit thin, but it's right at it. Missed the bunker, missed the bunker, missed the bunker, missed the bunker. That's missed the bunker. All right, I can't, because my eyes are terrible. I think it could be just short and pretty much right at it, maybe just to the right of it. It's where my ball is here. It finished up just short. I could have hit a 4-iron, but could have been long, but the pin is at the front, so it wasn't that bad of a shot. I'd certainly take where this ended up. I didn't strike it the best. It would have been really, really nice if I struck it, because it could have snuck there. It might have taken a bounce, but then it could have gone in the bunker too. So take what you're given, pretty much. And yeah, just a little bit of a pitch up the green. Sit down, or go in. Don't sit down. All right, well, I'm going to pretty much give myself that as well. So I will zoom into there. That's only a couple of feet, or a foot or so, 2 feet. But yeah, that's the end of part 2, guys. Thanks for watching. We've got part 3, part 4, part 4 to come. And again, it's just nice that I'm out here having a little bit of a hit. Oh, 2-stroke penalty. Like I said, I might have to get that dead rat on, but it's breezy. It's breezy. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next episode. Tell me what you think of this. It's good fun. It's good fun.